Long before anyone dared to call it haunted, long before tourists whispered its name in hushed tones or cameras captured its decaying halls, the cliffs above Tequendama Falls were already a place of endings. The water there doesn't just fall, it roars, plunges into a mist so thick, so absolute that it seems to erase whatever dares to enter it. The local people say the sound never stops. Even when the entire world goes silent, the falls are still screaming. And in 1923, an architect named Carlos Arturo Topias decided to build a luxury hotel right on the edge of that scream. He called it Hotel Del Salto, the Hotel of the Leap. From its windows, guests could look straight down into that endless churning drop. On the surface, it was meant to be beautiful, elegant, a place where Colombia's wealthy elite could admire the raw power of nature from a safe, comfortable distance. But almost immediately, something about the hotel felt wrong. It wasn't just the location, it was the building itself. It didn't simply face the falls, it seemed to hover over them, leaning forward, as if it were listening intently. The views were described as spectacular, but the guests started behaving strangely. People would stand too close to the railings for too long. Staff reported finding visitors waking in the middle of the night, walking the corridors in a silent trance, drawn toward the balconies like sleepwalkers. Some claimed they heard whispers rising from the mist below, soft at first, then growing urgent. They weren't quite voices, more like an invitation, an irresistible pull. And then people started jumping. One by one, guests stepped over the edge. There were no screams, no hesitation. Just the sudden, shocking absence of a body where one had been just moments before. The newspapers tried to explain it all away. They blamed depression, tragic accidents, or bouts of vertigo. But the jumps kept happening. They all happened in the same unsettling way. Calm, deliberate, final. Hotel staff would discover rooms left untouched, beds still perfectly made, luggage packed and ready to go as if the guests had simply decided to leave. But through the air. The local community wasn't surprised. They remembered the older stories, the ones that predated the hotel, the stone walls and the crystal chandeliers. Long before it was a tourist spot, these cliffs were sacred and they were feared. According to legend, when Spanish colonizers were hunting the Indigenous Muisca tribe, many chose death over capture. They ran to the edge of the cliff and leaped, believing the falls would transform them into eagles and carry their spirits to another, freer world. Some elders claimed those spirits never truly left, that they still rise with the mist, forever searching for company in their solitude. As the number of suicides increased, the hotel's reputation soured. The laughter and music faded, replaced by an eerie silence. By the mid-20th century, Hotel Del Salto was abandoned. But it did not become quiet. People passing by on the road reported seeing lights flicker on inside rooms that had no electricity. They saw shadows moving behind broken windows. Visitors who dared to sneak inside heard footsteps following them, down empty corridors, and felt the chilling sensation of a hand brushing their back when no one was there. Some claim the hotel itself pushes you, not with force, but subtly, gently, guiding you until you're standing in the exact spot where so many others had stood before. Eventually, the building was bought and converted into a museum, was given fresh paint, restored walls, and informational plaques, a desperate attempt to civilize a place that had never been human. But even today, the darkness lingers. Museum guides refuse to work alone. Visitors report being overwhelmed by a sudden, crushing despair, an inexplicable sadness, and a powerful, unnerving urge to stand at the edge just to look. Cameras and other electronics are known to malfunction near the balconies. Some photographs, when developed, reveal something chilling. Figures in the mist below, faces where there should only be water. They say the falls never let go of what they take. And Hotel Del Salto is built to watch them fall. Because this is not a hotel. It has never been just a building. It is a waiting place. Sentinel perched on the precipice of another world. And once it notices you, it never stops calling. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as haunting as I did, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tales from the world's most mysterious places.